Bonjour Français 1. We are here today for your very first video note-taking experience. On va parler des accents. Ha ha ha. Not that kind of French accent. Let's get going. Please. Hey guys, I'm clicking the button. Oh, too far. Woo! Okay. We are going to start with that slash that is called an accent aigu. Alright. Aigu accents go from the bottom left to the top right of your paper. They will be found only on the letter E. Basically, it's saying pronounce this E differently than you would other E's. We know the letter E is alright, but not when it has an accent on it. Sometimes it means that there used to be an S where that E is. For example, the word étudiant means student. So you can see here where that E is changed to an S and it helps us figure out the meaning of the word. Now, in terms of pronunciation, it does change how the letter E sounds. It sounds like A. So for example, this word here is M-A instead of just M if there was no accent here. M-A. So it's important to note that not all accents are going to change the sound of the letters, but some do. Next up, we have accent grave. Alright, people confuse aigu and grave a lot. Accent grave starts at the top left and goes down to your grave. Sorry, a little depressing. Anyway, accent grave can be found mostly on the letter E, but sometimes on the letters A or U. This word a, for example, means to. In this case, it does not change the pronunciation of a. And here, this word means oo. I'm sorry, it's pronounced oo, but it means where. This accent is very important because without the accent, this word oo means or. So accents, again, play a very important role. In terms of pronunciation with the letter E, this is going to change how we say our letter E. Now, the letter E normally is with an accent aigu. It is A. With the accent grave, it is eh. Kind of like the E in bed, it's a short E. So like très, like in très bien. And this word secret, I like because you can hear no accent on the E, and then crête, eh. This is the short E because of that accent grave. Alright, moving on to our accent circonflexe. Sorry, it's out of order from your paper, so slide on down. This is a little house you find on top of actually all vowels. You can find it on the A, E, I, O, or U. Now, this accent circonflexe does not change the sound of our vowels in any way, shape, or form, but it can give us a clue as to what these words mean. Sometimes it means that there used to be an S. So when you see a letter with an accent circonflexe, throw an S after it and it'll help you figure out what the word means. For example, forêt means forest. So that's our circonflexe. Alright, the next accent is accent tréma. Those cute little dots chilling on top of, we will find them on E's, I's, and U. Now, this will give you a key to how to pronounce a word. What it means is that you need to pronounce two vowels separately. So, for example, the word Noël, this is the word for Christmas in French, and there's also a feminine name Noel, N-O-E with the tréma, L-L-E. And so this, you'll see two vowels together. The tréma will always go on the second vowel, and it's saying, hey, pronounce me too. Don't just smoosh me in with the other vowel in front. So it goes no, and then L. We actually use the tréma in English on this word, naive, okay? If without that, it would just be sort of naive, or you wouldn't pronounce this I. But naïf or naive, the reason you pronounce these separately is because of that accent tréma. All right, our last little accent is the cute little tail of the cédille. This will only be found on the letter C. So you notice that's a consonant. And what it does is it changes that C sound to a soft sound, it's called. The hard sound of a C would be a K, but when you see the accent cédille, that's telling you, no, pronounce this like an S. So for example, the word for boy, garçon, makes it soft. What you will notice is that you will find the cédille on when there's a combination of CA, CU, or CO. So for example, comment ça va? There's a little cédille here. Otherwise it would be K and Q and co, but we want a soft sound. Garçon. When we have the combination CI and CE, these are always soft sounds, like comme si and c'est. So we don't have to put the cédille on this letter C because there is no accent needed. Now you'll notice at the bottom of your paper, when you don't put an accent on it, it's considered a spelling mistake because you could pronounce the word wrong. It's not spelled 100% correctly. The only exception would be if you have an accent on the first letter of a word. Capitalized letters are not always put accents on. It's kind of like an exception. You don't have to, but you can if you want to. So I'll try to do it all the time just so you get used to seeing them. The last thing you'll see on the front of your paper that lists all the alphabet is some different combinations of sounds. So the letter CH, we're used to being ch, right? But in French, it's sh. So this word, cher, chez. These sound like shh, like shut up. Just kidding, don't shut up. Listen. Alright, here we've got 4 different letter combinations that all make the same sound. ER, AI, ES, and EZ, and the EX on aigu, they all sound like A. So this guy is M-A. Look, you got the A with the M-A. When you see the letter I, the letter Y, or a double I, or an I double L E, this is E. So this word is P-E, which is weird because I know you want to pronounce that S, but don't do it. The letter combination E-A-U and A-U makes an O sound. So this is chateau. Chateau means castle. O-I, we've talked about, means wa, so M-O-I is moi. And the T-H, we're used to a th, you know, a little spit going on, but this is actually a T sound. It's a hard T. And the last but not least, ne prononce jamais. Don't pronounce H's anywhere in the words. The H does the H, and the L does the H, the H do it. ENT at the end of a word, and lots of consonants like T, S, P, R, N, we don't pronounce those at the end of any words. So, mes chers amis, take a look at these words. How would you sound them all out? Say it to yourself, and then I'll give you the answers. No, don't look. Ah! Think about it. Think. Don't cheat. Try and say it. A-te. Not bad. What do you think? Crazy. Crazy, right? This word is wa-zo. Wa-zo. Syllable by syllable, just like you were a kid. Désobéir. Désobéir. This word we did fille. Alright, it's not a filly, okay? I watch the Phillies. Alright, fille is a much better word. Alright, this word is démon. Pouvoir. Get that wa at the end. Pouvoir. Poète. Poète. Théâtre. Théâtre. All right, bien fait, vous avez fini. I am so proud. Bring your notes to class tomorrow with all sorts of fun questions. Au revoir.